We start with no money in a place that's got loads of open land. Openness ready for us to use, given to us by Stalin. But to get us started, we are going to need some money, because we got no money. None at all. Nothing, in fact. What I'm going to do to get us started, though, is I'm going to build a dirt road here. Alrighty, so I've built a bit of a roundabout here to help deal with any traffic we might have in the future, just a little bit better. I've only done one playthrough, and I've done a tutorial of this game, and that is it. I haven't done anything else. So we're going to build a road depot here. We're going to build a free bus stop here. We're going to build a free gas station at the end here. Then in the construction offices, we will need to build, let's see here, a free construction office. A few of them. But since we'll be operating on loans, it's going to cost us a bit more to do these things. This isn't far enough away. Then for our general cargo, we will build a free open storage. And this one will be set to steel. This one will be set to wood. And I'm thinking the first thing we'll want to do to make any money would be to build a farm. But that's going to need power. And when we get near where we want to build our first building, we'll do that. And I think I do know what I want our first building to be, but we have to build a little ways to get to it. We'll have to build it nearby at first, just because of our limited finite resources. So we'll start off by building here a small farm. And then under power, we'll build this substation. And connect the power right there, so it'll have electricity. So this is everything that we're going to need to build first to have any chance at anything. How much this will cost us and if it can be done, I've no clue at all. What I do know is we do need to take a loan. So we need concrete, bricks, mechanical parts, boards, and gravel. But we're just going to have to import everything at first anyways. So what I'm thinking is we'll buy a bus, and then we'll buy the equipment we need to do this kind of work. I think that's going to be what we have to do. So let's go here to economy and trade. Maybe we can get the loan to spread out a bit more. But there we go, 250,000, and everything's just going to come from the customs warehouse. Here we will start off by getting this bus here. It's a decent one. And then here we will need an open hole for cargo. We will need a covered hole for the other stuff. We'll need a dumper. Oh, this is costing so much already. And I think we need an excavator. Yeah. Then over here, we need to bring fuel in, because without fuel, our vehicles will just stop driving instantly because they'll have no gas. So let's scroll through here. And it really doesn't need to be huge. That would have been fine, but we got what we got. So let's all this come in. Look at our vehicles arriving. Oh, we are going to be going along well. Now, as for this, we need to import workers from the customs house to here. And we want them to only unload them here. And we do not want them to be let go back to the customs house, because otherwise they're not going to stay so long to do as much work as we need. And we have to pay for them every time we pick them up. So once we bring them in, they're here to work for us forever. Well, until they starve to death, because we don't really have a lot of stuff for them. Then as for you, you'll go here and there. And then back here, because I don't want them to drive back and forth all day. There we go, bringing in the fuel truck. It's kind of going slow behind the excavator. Hopefully the excavator doesn't run out of fuel. And hopefully these guys don't run out of fuel either. That would suck. And so our first big expense is coming. Yep, they just picked up the fuel. And this one just ran out of fuel. And then I think this one also needs a bus to take the workers to where they're going to work, maybe? Well, at least they have fuel here now, so everybody should go refuel. We shouldn't be worried about people running out of fuel. So you're going to load workers here, only workers and nobody else, and then unload them at the bus stop. Yes. Can we do this on $250,000? I'm not sure. What's this? Price of coal on the gold marks is going down. Well, we can't use coal right now. Ah, did they patch it? Can I not abandon the workers here from the customs house? Is that no longer a thing? Stalin won't let me. There might require that there be a work that be done for this to work. So we're getting another bus. Oh, we need a concrete mixer. Oh gosh. Okay. All right. Yes, we will purchase the concrete mixer. All right. So the construction office is just going to get it on its own. All right. Yeah, just return to your home then. You have no further purpose. We just have an extra bus now. Well, that's not true. I guess we could rehome it to the depot. We didn't need to make a bus line, it seems. I guess they'll do it themselves. Yeah. So the only way for it to work now this way is that the construction office will manage it, and we cannot cheese it. The devs have undone the cheese. Oh, I was going to rely on that quite a lot, but I guess I can't. We are making making progress on the farm. But the farm won't work without any power. So this needs doing as well. Do they have workers? There's 15 workers. All right. All right. We got people here. For a game that I barely understand, this is going quite well. I guess there's just no game Noobert won't learn if he's determined enough. 16% too. And we've only spent about 70,000 of our loan. I think this is going swimmingly well. I say as we still have a crap ton of bricks and steel to buy, 28 tons of steel. I'm hoping that doesn't cost us too terribly much. I think I will deliver myself to buy a second excavator, because I do believe we will make use of it, as well as a second covered hole and a second open hole, and probably a second dumper as well. I know it's risky, it's spending a lot, but I think it'll be worth it for us if we can keep the fuel storage stocked. Where are you taking liquid fertilizer? Oh gosh, did I make a mistake? I did. Go get rid of that liquid fertilizer. What a waste of money. I just thought they'd automatically know to get fuel because of your line of work. Oh, and it's only worth 240. Oh gosh. Who's driving this truck that fired? Don't you know we're a broke economy? We have no money. None of you even live here. We just lay in the grass most of the day. Things are going a lot better now. They're actually getting the power station built. And the power lines are already built. Look at these things. The power poles are done, our beautiful power poles. And we are getting nearly done with our power transformer. And of course, the proverbial small farm. Once this is done, we'll be able to start building actual farms, which we can actually get along the way with. Now, I know this seems a bit absurd for how much we're building here, but if we're completely fair about it, we really do need something to sell, and just a huge harvest of grain is going to be that thing for us. So a big starting pile of grain to get our engines rolling. All this can be torn down later, of course. Maybe not this small farm. It took a lot to build. Well, maybe. It'll serve us well for now, though. It's a waste of fuel to have this one going back and forth all day long. So I'm going to have it stop at the road depot now that it's done. And we'll send it out again when we're low on fuel. 43 workers to take to site. And I'll rehome this one to here, so that can help haul in workers as well. Construction is going on well. Construction is not done here because it needs workers, but workers are on the way. They're heading to the farm. We have 145,000 left, and if we look at our economy and our loan, we paid 5,000 of it back already from what we borrowed. I'm not sure about borrowing more. Crime, tourism, loans of dollars, current prices in the global market. Our only real ongoing cost at this point is labor. Specifically, we're spending around 2,000 a day on the labor. Oh, look at it go. Look at it going. And that is our final power cables. The power transformer's done. This is the last bit of it right here, and it just needs some workers. And then, of course, this small farm needs some workers as well. Right now, I'm not importing any power yet because we can't use any yet. And there we go. They're working away at it. And it's done. We have power. And they're all heading out to load up materials. Oh, this is going to be expensive, I bet. Let's see, how much damage do we do loading you up? Oh, gosh. And it's just dropping and dropping and dropping. Our money's just going down and down and down and down and down and down and down. Oh, there's 8,000. 8,000 to load them up. This is the 60s too, so 250,000 doesn't seem like a lot, but really it's millions. Now the bus is off to get workers, and down it goes. We've got the workers, and out they come with the workers on their way to work on our farm. Here they come on their way. Oh yes, away it works. It's a year of work days left. It's ticking down and dropping off some more materials. Now, once this farm's done, we're going to have to buy a load of equipment to work these fields, because they won't work themselves. I mean, we could try to do it with manpower, but I think we're going to do better to buy some equipment. The rain's really slowing them down, huh? Man, the rain makes them just basically stop moving on these dirt roads. I don't even know how upgrading roads works, but we'll have to figure that out. But we need a road crane for that, and a paver and a roller. And with our finite money, I think we should wait until we could figure out what kind of money we could even make with our farms first. And then our second building we'd want to build, after this is done, would be right here. But this would cost an absurd amount of money. It's a food factory. Absurd amounts of resources. But it's going to take years to build it. I think we should start with the groundwork for it, though. It is reasonable to assume. And off they go, the dumpers go. They all go. This is going to be expensive and more expensive. It's dropping off the equipment. Because the way I see it is we can farm the food and then process the food as well. But I think we'll need houses for that. But we do have this here. We have power. So we just need a way to get water. But trucking in water to process food sounds incredibly expensive. And we are just really burning cash right now. I'm just hoping it lasts. I'm really nervous if that was a bad choice. I'm just looking at how much materials is needed. 139 tons of bricks. I'm worried we'll run out of cash. Worst case scenario, building construction might be paused here. Yeah, we might just take if it's getting too expensive and we're running too low on cash, we'll just cease construction for a bit and wait for money to start coming in. 87%, almost 90%. It's going to be done soon. 79 days left. We're getting so close to that big opportunity. And we're loading up more steel. And the bus is just running and running and running. Just trucking in workers. Oh, here we are. The big moment. 99. Oh, to see it finished. Ah, there we are. Oh, it feels so good. This is part way done. So this building has no trucks. There's no fields assigned. That's fine. That is fine. Why don't you come drop off that fuel for starters? And then we need to purchase some new vehicles for this place. We'll start off with 2 combines, 2 tractors. That should be enough to get the work started. And then we'll get them 1 8-ton truck. And all of these new vehicles are coming in. They're all going to be loading up on fuel. They're going to go prepare those fields. So I'm not really seeing it in the game environment, but it's apparently winter right now. And because it's winter, they can't sow anything. We are waiting for that liquid fertilizer to arrive, which is right here. That's our liquid fertilizer. We're at 95,000 rubles left. We still have a ton of bricks to ship in. I'm not sure how much that's going to run us over the course of this project, getting this factory built, but we will see. It's time to build another construction office. This one will be special. What we are going to get here is going to be a road crane and a roller and 1 bulldozer because I think we need 1. There we go. Gonna push this one through till it's done. We're gonna have the water pump done soon and the last of the materials for the substation is there and the final push for this. Here we go and it's done. This last bit of road is halfway done too. Oh, it looks so good to be so close to be done with all this. We're on our last 50,000 too, so we'll have to be very cautious about importing pretty much anything at all. And there it is, the final bit. So we now have water here, directly attached to the building. All we need to do is turn on the power for a moment. Let's see if we make any money. We don't have any exports, so we'll know exactly how much we make. And we'll know really well if it's worth it. We import 10 units of power. It's not costing us very much. Let's see if we make any money sending water to the distribution house. And we're on our last 40,000. I really hope it's enough to get this finished. All right, I'm turning off the power. Just watching our money drop pretty much. And it is winter. Will we last the winter? Is the snow gonna stop melting soon? How long is winter here? And now we're just waiting for the crops to grow. But we're out of money at this point, and I don't know if we're gonna make it through to harvest. I really can't sell it. No one would buy it. We have $45 left and the field's almost grown. Come on. Wait a minute. Oh, and we're out of fertilizer. I guess we have no choice then, do we? I don't believe anybody will do their work if we have no money. But what will happen if we just keep pushing forward? Oh, we can. We actually can. Even though we have absolutely nothing left. Look at him go. Wonder how much yield we'll get. Oh, so much. Total crops harvested. So much. And there's 30 tons in the warehouse. This is our moment. We're going to rehome you to here. And I'm going to set you, come here, to go there. And begin. Make us some money. Look at it. It's going up. We made some money. Just 185 for the load. That runs out instantly. It's not enough. So the only thing we can do now is we really must. Now, we'll just stop trying to sell our grain for a moment. We lost so much of the money, and we can't import any workers. It won't let us. The game won't. So the only thing I can think to do now is we're going to have to loan out for this small house. And so we get the first load of bread, corn, stuff being brought over into the factory so the workers can work. So I have discovered that I am a fool, and we've wasted a lot of money because I'm a fool. We need to build a demolition office. So I'm going to come over here to construction and build the free demolition office. Now the nice thing is that we actually already have the vehicle that we need for this, so I'll just rehome it to there and it'll move over there, and now it will come back out and destroy those pipes for us so that I can do things properly. Because what I was doing wrong was I was running the water that's not high enough quality directly into the water substation, which is fine, but it's not good enough for drinking. It needs to be above 94% quality. And so with all of the plumbing that's been done here, we look at this. This is all wrong. It needs to come out. I mean, this pipe here can continue and plug in here, but this pipe needs to go. And this pipe's already been built, and I shouldn't have built it that way. And it's done. It's been removed. So I'll just fast forward through that mess, and it's done. The water is disconnected, and they're going to come down and deconstruct this pipe, I believe, next. Yeah, it's done. It's done. Might need to bring in workers. Yeah, we do. So I have one more mistake made. That needs to go there, and it needs to go get workers, right? Let's take it to the customs office. So now it's off to get the workers. Okay. And this one's just bricked from fast forwarding. So the only thing I can really do is just scrap it, which costs money, but it's out of the way now. Just a purely unfortunate circumstance. Okay. Well, we're forced to do this due to my own error. I wonder if I can withstand the loans I'm taking. All right. We have a lot of loans. We're paying $1,000 a day. So we have 100 days to fix the problem and make some money. Did we make any money selling the food? I forgot to start it. All right, let's try it. So he's full, and we get over here. Let's look at our money. What do we get? $300. Oh man, we're screwed. I vastly underestimated the volume that needs to come out of this thing. We need people to stop leaving because it's too hard to keep getting them back. And chasing our loans is just getting worse. So what are they upset about? They want meat, clothes, and electronics. They want a pub or tavern. They want to be able to enjoy culture. They want to participate in any sports. I think our mistake was building this place. We should have built like a distillery and sold booze or something. We spent so much money on this water infrastructure. It didn't even work out. Do you guys not have any more covered holes? No, you don't. We need to buy another covered hole. We're out of money again. Hopefully we could sell enough stuff. What are they waiting for? They need more? We don't got money for more. Make it work anyways. It's just sell bread. Oh, there's no more bread to sell. We have to take another loan. Well, we're going to do something really ridiculous that might screw us. We're going to stop taking small loans, and we're going to take a big one. We have to fix our problems. So what we need to do with all these, because we're so negative, we're losing so much every day just from interest. Now we're earning what we can, I guess. But we're not able to keep anybody living here because everybody leaves right away. We need to do something to keep them happy. What keeps people happy? Quick, tell me, guys. They're all so upset. Ah, I know what they want. They want sports. Give them a sports stadium. Building so much infrastructure right at the start of the town is not good. Maybe we should start moving people that way. But we built so much here already. There's not enough people here to do the jobs. Oh gosh. We need productive age workers and stuff too. Well, let's get these constructions done at least. I think we're just going to say it's screwed here. We're going to have to start this one over, guys. It's too broken. We're too in debt. We're starting in 1960 again, guys. This time, a little less difficult of a start, being that we're not going to go with farms this time because that was awful. That was really awful. And I mean, I know how to use the fast forward function now, so at least we can do a lot more. What I'm thinking now is that we're just going to try to import everything. The first thing I have to do is I have to press C, H, and E. And I have to come up here. And this is how you guys do that if you want to do this start. Do this, and you reset these. Look, nothing. Then you hit it again. And deactivate it. There you go. It's off now. We'll never open it again. All right. So the first things we got to do is build this here. And we were really close to the customs house before, which put us in a bad spot. So I'm going to do this time. And I'll do this right here. And so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go... Oh, actually, no. I'm going to do all the free things first. We're going to go to construction. And we're going to build the free construction office. And we'll build it right here. 4 of them. And then we'll go to roads and we will build the free road depot right here on the corner of the road. And then we'll build a free gas station right here next to it. Yeah, that sounds good. And I will go ahead, go to economies, and I'll set it to 5 years, and I will borrow our $250,000 at 4.1%. It's actually not the worst. We're going to come over here and we're going to purchase our first vehicle. It'll be this one, I believe. Yeah, this one. And here it comes. We will set it to go here and to load there only fuel and nothing else. We'll let it get down here. It's here, and we'll hit start, and we'll let it go get that fuel. No! I already messed it up. Okay, let's start over again. We will now build a new road depot down here, and we will build our first construction office, the free ones. We'll make a clothing factory right here. That will completely be reliant on imported goods. Give you a bus, 2 of them actually. Then over here, we will hire a concrete mixer, an open hole, and a covered hole. This one's gonna get an excavator. I'm so nervous. I'm like worried I'm gonna mess it up. All right, we already spent 50 grand. And we'll go to power again. We'll run the high voltage wire there. Build an electric substation here. So now you'll go get fuel. And now they are all bringing down the resources to start building all of the things for us. and we will just zoom out and watch it happen. Now we need to build some pretty basic residential areas to give people a place to live and a sewage tank. And now we need to build probably the distribution office. The pub is done. First residence is done. Second residence is done. And at the end of the first year, I believe we finished. All right, it's done. So the first things we have to do here is we need a covered hole. This one will carry the most weight. We need 2 of them actually. A water truck. I think we're just going to tell you to give up. No, we're just going to get rid of you and not maintain you. We're not even going to bother loading, unloading anymore. We're just going to dump it in the ocean because there's nothing else for us to do for it. There's just simply too much. We can't even come close to managing it. It's not even worth it right now because it cost us like 100,000 to import so many workers, and then they all disappear because they're all so upset. But it's costing us 10,000 a day. So the water's maintained now, just waiting for these to be built, I guess. But they need a dredger for it, so we're just waiting for sewage to be solved. And now we're getting into that dangerous territory where this is like the last loan we can take because we're going to be completely broke if we're paying 3 of these. Oh, 12,000 in 30 days. All right. No more fast forwarding. I need to have a real plan here. So they want food. They can't participate in any sports. There's sports. Is this? Missing staff. Oh, that's what's going on. So without hiring any new people, is the piping done here? It is. It's draining. Wonderful. It's drained. So the sewage is no longer a problem. We're just waiting for this to get built. We're working so hard to keep this clothing factory running. We just need it to run. Are we asking too much? We are asking too much. There's no way it's going to load up. There, you can now go to the doctor if someone wishes to work there at least. Okay, so now we need to buy all the people. We should have fulfilled pretty much most of your needs now. What a disaster, guys. I think this one's a rip too. Alright, attempt number 3. Alright, here we are. Trying again. Let's go ahead here. Build a road depot. And a free gas station, and then we will borrow our first monies. We are trying something else because the fabric was a disaster. It is true we did waste huge amounts of money by not having enough equipment these past few times. That's something I realized. Building times are taking much longer than they ever needed to. But I have a new plan. Simple industry and selling stuff. Now the game doesn't really tell us if there's any anywhere, but we can mouse around. We're going to build a pump jack out here in the middle of nowhere, which it truly is. Very far away from everything. So we're by a water reservoir. But it can only do 7 tons a day. Oil, anywhere oil. That truly can't just be all there was. Over here it's like almost 80%, but it's so far. I think oil's not going to work for us, guys. It's too much distance to cover. What about if we did something else? I have no idea if this plan's going to work at all, but we're going to try it. I don't believe we require workers for these buildings. We'll do our best, though. Here comes our fuel truck, and it rolls along in, and we're going to have it load up fuel and dump it there. And that's it. That's a lot of traffic. Buying a lot of cars all at once can cause some problems. All right, and off they all go. We've already spent half our money. Hopefully it's worth it. First one's done. Needs power. Ooh. Of course, infrastructure. It's always infrastructure. The power lines are already done. We're just waiting on the substation. This is done. Needs 5 workers. Are you kidding me? What about this? Oh, that needs workers too. Everything we do needs workers. So I want you to go here and load only workers. And then I want you to come here and only unload them. Can you do that for me? You did do it. You did do it. Very good of you. Very good of you. And now we send in some power. And does it work? Alright, so we need a conveyor. So I transfer you to here. And I schedule you to go from here to here. When you're there, I want you to wait till you're loaded. What is our total cost right now? Just 86 plus the cost of the fuel that we buy. Ah, yes. And then we move this dumper here. This is gonna work. We're gonna make some money, I think. I want you to go here, load it with gravel, then go here and unload the gravel. On with it. I want to see us make some money. Does it go up? We're only making 176 a day. It's working, but it's using too much fuel. Much too much fuel. Now that it's winter, this isn't working either. The volume is just too low. So we're not going to earn anything doing this either. It's time to try again, but I think I might know it this time. So we'll build the horse feeder, and then we will build, what does this take, just grain? Yeah, and we'll be able to farm it, so we'll be able to keep the fuel running. go to the roadworks office, build ourselves a free road depot, and we will house 4 tons. We'll buy that. Then we will build the construction office, the free one of course. Here it is, guys. This is it. This is gonna build a city. So we want this to load grain and then unload the grain. Magnificent, right? Well, it's very slow. We'll just get it there quickly. We have to go over to the farms here and build the smallest farm the game allows us to build. Now we're just waiting for time to pass. We're waiting for that growing progress to reach 100%. And that's where we get caught up with it. We need workers. Okay, let's see. Is the price different? Hello everybody, I am back again. Well, this is the same video, but it's not the same day or the same playthrough or dozens of playthroughs, but I figured things out. I have figured out. So we actually were on to it before, the correct answer, in fact, of what we needed to do. And it was when we were, if we can cut back to it, when I was waving around that pump jack way back ago. And that was what we needed. That was all we needed. And I wasn't recording it, but I did do a test run and prove that we can make it work. So I'm going to cut this road all the way back to here. Not necessarily the straightest. We're going to go ahead and go to oil and pump jacks. That one there. That one there. That one there. Which makes 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now you might be wondering, Noobert, why would you build so darn many of these things? And you know, it's not without good reason. We aren't going to build them all instantly, but we'll build them as we can. And when I did my test, I did not build this many. So this is going to work very well. I'm excited. Next, what I'm going to do, because this road is definitely going to need a road running along it, get to here. And then we'll do a crossing right here coming this way. About as straight as I can make it right now. We'll go ahead and double it up so we can fix it up to be better later. Because you need a road running parallel to things if you want to be able to cross it. And now we are set, pretty much set. Well, I guess I got one more thing I got to do. Let's come over here and let us go ahead and build the free road depot. And order ourselves our very first tanker. Oh yeah, we need money. So I'm going to try to keep our borrowing low. As low as we can make it. So if I borrow too much, too fast, the return payments, as you can see, are going to start causing us some trouble. So we're going to go ahead and start out with getting this cistern. And then we don't need any manpower to build gravel roads. We just need dumpers and bulldozers. And so I'm going to go ahead and buy us to start out from the construction site here. Oh, actually, no. Hold your horses, Noobert. We need to build that free gas station. Now we can go over here to our construction tab and go ahead and build our free construction office. And we'll build just a couple to get us started. And then we'll need power as well. So we're kind of going to get our basic infrastructure done first. The big reason we were struggling before was the amount of mistakes that I was able to make, which was significant. I was able to make a significant number of mistakes. And that will give us a lot of power to this station right out the gate. We'll go ahead and do this. And we'll just do the same for all of you. And we will let our first vehicle come in. We have things underway. Now, I want it to come here and load fuel and come here and unload the fuel. And then, before we start that, I actually want it to come all the way down here too, where I am going to build ourselves and get this big main road built. And we're going to need to gravel this whole thing before we even start with construction. So before going much further with it, I have to put... Yeah, I keep getting ahead of myself. I'm so excited because I found a way to make it work. And it's just like, guys, look, I did it. Now I want to come over here and I want to buy a dumper. And then here I want to buy... This one's a bit faster. So it'll fuel up. And then we want to go ahead and start doing this. Then the other thing that I have to do is these buildings, they're only going to bother with construction so close. So I need to expand their build area. Gonna come back over here to the construction and build some more free construction buildings. And connect that here. There we go. And so we're on to our second load. The amount we have to pay back has increased. We want to gravel all these roads so that all the vehicles attached to it move fast. We don't want any slowness slowing us down. What the heck? Did you guys all see that? He just disappeared. Did we lose it forever? Or does it just come out of here again? I think it just reappeared. It takes a lot of time to get this all set up, but it's totally worth it by the time you're done. Right, so we're setting up all these power lines, and we're hooking them up to substations. The substations are going to spread the power to the various pump jacks we're running down here. Now, they don't reach all the way, so we actually need a second one over here for when these ones are built. There we go. We'll approve all these constructions and let it be underway. And we're actually going to suspend the construction on these ones here to get power finished first. That way we can actually get things up and running. We actually already have one pump jack technically done. It just doesn't have a power supply. Now we just need to finish this and we can start pumping oil. But because we're so far along, now would be the time for us to build our free distribution offices. Ran out of money, so we have to buy a bit, get a bit more borrowed to keep the train going. I know it's stressful, we just keep taking more and more loans, but that was it. That was what we needed. Now we can get our first pump tanks. We can actually start getting power. We're only going to get 10% of what we can get at the max, and these boys ought to start working. Oh, I made a mistake. They're not going to work yet. The substation's not done. And it's done. They're pumping. They are pumping, which means we can do this. And what we're going to do is we're going to add this one, and this one, which are the ones that are already built. And we're going to tell them that we want them to load at these. We'll set it to 20% for all buildings. And then we want it to unload there. And we're going to copy that and paste it along all these other ones. And as we build more, we will add more. But we're not so far along yet that we're going to be okay. We still do not have enough money. It doesn't mean these guys aren't going to get us started on some cash, though. And they are off with our first bit of money coming in. Truckloads of oil. And you can see they're getting here with our first bit of oil here. 9.8 tons. Money's going up. Second truck's there. Money's going up. We made $1,000. Third, that one's just fuel. But look at that, though. We're making money already, which means we can start paying back our debts a little bit more. Now, we have to watch closely as these other ones get finished constructing. And we're going to continue the construction of all these other ones because now we're ready for it and we want to get it done. Now our problem is a fight against time. But we're going to quickly run out of money with all of our work vehicles rolling in full of materials. So we're going to go ahead and go to economy and trade. And right now we made about half of what we owe every day in the given day. Unfortunately, that's not gonna work for us. But what I am gonna do to kind of fight against how much we're owing, right, is I'm gonna try to not borrow anything until we reach zero. Because when we reach zero, the power will turn off, right? And they won't be able to grab anything to load the trucks with. All right, and that's another one we can add here. And then I can click here and change order, and I'll just move customs down. And we're gonna load at this pump jack too. And we're going to go ahead and copy and paste this across the other buildings. Right now, we are barely positive. So we're making $5,000 a day. If we go to our economy, our loans, we owe $6,000 a day. So we're getting close already. We just passed it, in fact. So we're in the green, as long as the construction doesn't keep dwindling our resources. And we're not letting any of them overflow either. We're managing to stay on top of the oil flow. So when this one gets done, we'll probably be capping ourselves off again. But we're in the positive right now. We're making $17,000. We're doing good. We are making money. We're actually not failing at all. The amount of trial and error it took to even figure this out was nuts. I played like 7 games before I just figured out I could make oil. Farming was a no. That didn't work well. Making clothes was a no. That didn't work well. Or maybe I'm just bad at all that stuff. Things are going well, and here they are. They're coming back. Now, what I want to do now is come over here to oil tanks, and I want to buy 2 more, because these guys are getting very near full, and I want to make sure we're not wasting any oil. And this is nearly done, and it's going to come online pretty quick because it is in range. In fact, these are all in range, so we'll continue construction of these too. And yeah, I know this other one's already built, but this is really far away for the distribution offices. What I might end up doing is putting more distribution offices down here, like moving them, because the distribution office is locked behind research. And we already have another one to add, and we want you to load that one too. Come up here to sort, move it down. Copy and paste it to all the distribution buildings. There we go. All them oil trucks go. Something nice, seeing you're just gonna make loads and loads of money from oil. And just looking at the number climbing, it's proof of our success. Sitting above the custom house, just watching the trucks roll in. Just look at them coming, and then look at our money go up. Just copy and paste our rules over, and we've reached the point where we are not keeping up with the oil anymore. So we need to buy more oil tanks. And here's going to come all the construction vehicles, because we're all caught up. Yep, they all coming down the road to build more oil for us. And look at that, he caught a ride. Would have been a long ride for that excavator if he didn't get a pickup. So if the pump jack stops moving, that means it's not making oil, it's full. And so I don't ever want the pump jack to stop moving. I want it to always move. This one's getting kind of full. This one's almost full. Are you getting this one? Good. Looks like we're just barely managing production. And so the next thing to do would probably be to just let this run for quite a long time after we finish setting it up, of course. Oh, this is the test. Will they keep up with it? I didn't buy any snow plows. Yeah, everybody's working on this road over here right now. I think it is worth it. Once it's done, I'm going to get some rollers and stuff, and we're going to turn this into an asphalt road. So I just want to maximize what we can get on these roads. I know they're doing pretty well with it right now, but at least in the winter, we won't have to worry about it too much because they'll still go fast. We have some more pump jacks to add to the list. Move them to load only. There we go. We'll go ahead and sort all these last ones out, and that is good. And we will just copy and paste this to all the new ones, and they will be on their way. And that's the max we can do. So hopefully they can keep up. They just finished the last one. So that's as much as this is going to be. 12 pump jacks. So are they heading that way with full? Not totally full. So what if we change the threshold for all the source buildings to like 50%? Yeah, 50, and then made them run that way. Or 60. Maybe we could possibly do fewer trips and send more at a time. The road, it's almost done. It's been being built forever, but it's on the last segment right now. Let's come over here and pave this to right here as well. You guys look at that. We have 170 grand. You know what we can do with that money? We can come up here to our loans, and we can take this biggest one. Look how much we still owe, and return the money. We don't owe them that anymore. We can come to our second biggest loan. We don't owe them that anymore. Then we can go to our third biggest loan. We don't owe them that anymore. Now our debt is like really low. That's letting us keep a lot of what we're bringing in. So we pay back almost everything we borrowed already. We're almost debt-free. And the 2 new pumps are ready to go, so we're going to have to add those to the mix. Still need to add it. Money is money, and we're not leaving money on the table. Bad for business. And it is done. Everybody's going to start using this faster road now. Got some fast-moving traffic now. So the biggest part of their journey getting down here has been made a lot easier now. And I'm wondering if the distribution office, no, it really is stuck behind research. We have no more debt. We paid back everything we've ever owed. That's awesome. We are a resounding success. We're making 33,000 rubles a day, and we are expanding our oil empire. Such a brilliant thing. We did it, guys. So accomplished. And that's it. Through a ton of trial and effort, we've actually figured out a way to make some money in workers and resources. We've managed to become an oil baron in early 1960s Soviet Republic. We've turned a profit from starting with absolutely nothing and paid off all our loans, and the money is flowing in. Thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'd like to thank all the channel members that support us and make videos like this possible. This video was sponsored by our Patreons and channel members. Thank you all so much, and we'll see you guys in the next one.